Zimbabwean President Robert Mugabe has urged developing countries to strengthen unity in order to lobby for the speedy reform of the UN Security Council.
He was addressing the Asian-African Summit in the Indonesian capital, Jakarta, in his capacity as chairperson of the African Union. Meanwhile, Chinese president has pledged his country's support in assisting developing nations.
It's one of the biggest gatherings of developing nations. Assembled here, the second and third biggest economies, China and Japan. Africa and Asia want to fight global challenges. UN reform foremost on their list.
African and Asian countries are a formidable force in numerical terms at the multilateral level. Yet that numerical strength counts for little when it comes to the running and control of the multilateral system. In the United Nations, the voice of the 5 permanent members of the Security Council carries more weight than that of the rest of us.
As a member of the Security Council, China is determined to work with other developing nations to advance development.
China will stay firmly committed to closer Asian-African cooperation. By the end of this year, China will extend zero-tariff treatment to 97% of tax items from all the least developed countries having diplomatic ties with China, and China will continue to provide assistance to developing countries without political conditions.
South Africa, too, is optimistic. Deputy President Ramaphosa met Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe.
What this is going to do is to bring greater focus on business opportunities, investment opportunities, because all countries that are going to be represented here are going to be focusing on what it is that each one of us can do to enhance economic development in our own countries, in the regions, and on the continent where both are placed.
The conference is also likely to adopt a declaration to recognize the state of Palestine. The summit will also culminate with the 60th commemoration of the Bandung Conference on Friday. There is a sense of optimism here among delegates that the agenda of the developing nations is being put firmly on the map. Whether the countries concerned will seize the moment is another question. Mzondeli Mbeje, SABC News, Jakarta, Indonesia.